The story of a terrible corpse. The incident took place on the road in front of the SP's house in Charjoipara village of Doha police station. There is a culvert and a big bush right next to it. I have shared another incident of the place with everyone before. Now I am telling you about another horrific incident of that place. This incident took place about 7/8 of a year ago. One day, a rickshaw puller was coming along that road at night with a passenger. It must have been around 11 or 11:30 at night. We know that most of the people in the village fall asleep around 9:10. So it was completely deserted there at that time. Both of them were going along that road. At that time, they suddenly noticed something white from a distance. When they went near the culvert, they saw a body covered in white cloth lying on the culvert. Then they both got down from the rickshaw and went to the body. They were both surprised that someone had left a body here at such a late hour. The man told the rickshaw puller, "Maybe someone left the body here. Let's take the body and make arrangements for burial." But the rickshaw puller objected to this. He told the man, "Give me my rent. I can't take these bodies." The man told him, "Okay, I will give you 100 taka more for the rent." Hearing this, the rickshaw puller agreed to take the body. However, the rickshaw puller gave the man a condition that you have to pick up the body yourself. The man said, "Okay, that will be it." Then the man went to the body, and as soon as he lifted the cloth from his face, he saw that the body was looking with its eyes open. That is, it is exactly what you see when someone dies with their eyes open. This scared him a little. Then he removed some more of the body's clothes and saw that the body's hair was quite large, which was completely different from that of an ordinary person. That is, the hair was just like the hair on a sheep's body. Seeing this, the man screamed and fainted. And the rickshaw puller ran away from there with a scream and went to a house and died. Hearing his words, people went there. But despite a lot of searching, no body was found there. Even the man was not found there. The next morning, the man's body was found under the culvert, half buried in the mud. We all grew up listening to various ghost stories from our grandparents as children. Since then, we have heard thousands of stories about ghosts or haunted houses. The way the modern world denies the existence of ghosts and spirits, the hundreds of haunted places spread across almost all countries of the world arouse curiosity. However, in reality, sometimes many haunted houses or places are built on folklore. Some of them have amazing mysteries, which create a spooky atmosphere around these places. And when none of them can be understood with solid evidence, that's when the real fun begins. Some such places are also scattered in different parts of Bangladesh, about which there are crazy stories even in this era of satellites and the internet. Today I am telling you the story of one such haunted house. This house is located in the Dhanmondi area of the capital. For good reason, the address of the house is a little unknown to the readers. To find out the truth about that house, I appeared at the address of that house in the afternoon. I already knew the house, so I didn't have much trouble finding it. The trouble was finding out whether the haunted story of the house was true or not. From the uncle of the tea shop next door to the doorman, there was a mystery in every word. By listening to them, I was able to guess the truth by using the tactic of avoiding the subject. Suicide of a tenant of the house. Almost all the tenants living in this house face various strange or spooky incidents. Sometimes late at night, around 1 to 2 a.m., someone can be seen swinging on the swing kept on the balcony of the flat in the house. The number of people who have seen the incident is not very small. Also, sometimes someone makes noise in the room of the house late at night. But even if you go to the room immediately, no one can be seen. There is no end to the curiosity of people surrounding the house. It is said that the tenant who lived in the house had his little daughter hanged herself in her room about 11 years ago. The girl was mentally ill. Such strange activities started after this suicide. Black dogs on the new moon. Every new moon, from 12 to 3 a.m., a group of dogs circle the street in front of the house. Many people have seen that group of dogs. What is new? But the strange thing is that they appear only on the night of the new moon and they are not seen again for the rest of the month. A few young men prepared to see them one night. 2 of them were seriously injured by the dog bites. Almost all of the young men confessed to a radio station that the dogs were black in color. Because they could not be seen clearly in the dark. They were walking in a line in a rhythm and a kind of blue glow was coming out of each of their eyes. Someone in yellow clothes walks around the house. A woman in a yellow dress with a red border could be seen walking in front of a room at midnight or after 12 a.m. She was wearing a yellow shaggy dress with a red border. Till today, no tenant has been able to identify where she comes from and where she goes. Many tenants have seen the woman. Blood red water pooling on the floor. I was quite surprised to hear that water had pooled on the floor of that flat. Even if it was just water, the water that pooled was blood-colored water. Even though the owner of the flat had fixed the floor many times, the water pooling would not stop. Not only was there a problem of water pooling on the floor, there was also a problem of power outages. The house that has been talked about so much for so long, but such incidents do not happen in every flat of that house, they only happen around one flat. There are no more tenants in that flat now. The owner also no longer pays rent for that flat. Finally, I will end with a saying of the doorman of that house: if you believe in ghosts, you will see that you have a ghost with you too. I laughed to myself when I heard that. As I thought about it while walking on the street, I was thinking the same thing as I was writing: is there really a ghost with me too?